New tour dates to announce. We've got Montreal, Quebecois, on August 3, Portland, Maine on August 8th, and Spokane, Washington on September 12th. Tickets for these shows are on sale now. We also have tickets remaining in Belfast, Cork, Ireland, London, Idaho Falls, Salt Lake City, and Las Vegas, Nevada. You can get all tickets through theovon.com/TOUR. Make sure not to buy from secondary sites. New merch. We've got some new gang hoodies. We've just done crew necks before. We've got some hoodies now available in heather gray, tan, light blue, and duck camo. Get all that and more at theovonstore.com. That's the only merch site that is run by us. I know there's some other fictional ones out there. Just watch out for fakes. And thank you guys for your support. Today's guest is that midday meal maiden. She's that belly-filling bad girl between breakfast and dinner. A lunch lady. That's right, out of Cleveland, Ohio. She's been in the game more than 31 years. We're going to learn about all of it. The lunch, the children, the lifestyle. We want to thank all of the lunch ladies that reached out and who we spoke with. And we are so grateful to have one in studio today. Lunch lady, Melissa Ansel.
Shine that light on me. I'll sit and tell you my stories. Shine on me, and I will find a song I will sing it.
Lunch lady Melissa, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel good?
Oh, yeah. I flew for the first time today. So
Did you really?
Yes. I've never flown in my life. And I said I'd never get on a plane. So thank you.
And you changed it all up, huh?
I changed it all up in the last couple of days. Yeah. I've been feeling I'm going to pee a lot, but that's all.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm nervous.
Oh, nerves, you
Yeah,
think?
just nerves. Yeah.
I didn't know if you meant like because of the altitude or something.
Oh, no. Just because I was nervous because I was doing something. So,
Oh, yeah?
wow.
Really? So it's been a while.
Oh, a while. I've never flew.
What's the highest you've ever been up then? On a building or something? On a slide?
Oh, yeah. Maybe a slide or, roller coaster or something.
Gosh.
I know, right?
And was it nerve-wracking? Like,
It wasn't as bad, I guess, as what I thought. But, yeah, I had to take a pill, just calm myself down.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
oh, yeah, I popped a couple of pills just to get through a tough episode of Cops before.
Well,
So-
this is true. Yeah.
So, but thank you for coming
No,
in.
thank you so much. This was awesome. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're very welcome. And yeah, we just, everybody has had lunch ladies in their lives.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of children, really, it goes from like breastfed to bottle fed to being fed by a woman kind of vaguely covered in plastic,
Right.
And so it's kind of like, it's almost mom's third breast in a way. It's like you're that next liaison to sustenance for a child,
True.
How did you get into the game? How did you get into it?
Well, I kind of fell into it. I graduated, got pregnant, needed a job, and there I was. And then it worked out really good. Yeah.
Okay, so let's just go back. So you graduated from what?
I graduated from high school.
Okay, you graduated from high school. And where are you? What part of the nation are you in?
Oh, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, okay, so you're from Ohio, and you graduate from high school, and then you get knocked up by a man.
Sure. And then I didn't really want the man that much, so then I moved out.
Oh, you moved out, so you separated. But how did you go from there? How does somebody go from getting knocked up by a guy?
I kind of wanted to
feeding children.
Yeah.
Well, I guess actually easily.
Well, I fell into the job, but when I started to do it, I was like, I really like it. And my son, then he started going to school there,
Oh, okay.
So he got to stay when I was off, he was off. So it was so much easier to, follow with him,
Oh, that's kind of perfect, huh?
Oh, it was perfect. Oh, yeah. That was awesome. So we would have the summers off if I wanted to, or, whenever the holidays, I didn't have to look for a babysitter,
Oh, that's pretty magical, huh?
Yeah.
And how did you who got you the job there?
I just went down
overseeing lunch.
I went down to the Board of Education, looked around, got some jobs, and then I just slowly moved up because I've been there so long,
Oh, they move you. So is there different?
Yeah, there's kind of different positions. Like you'd start out the really kind of the lunch lady, then you move up to the general prep, then the cook, then the manager, things like that,
Okay.
But
Okay, so you're in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
You have a child. Now you start lunch ladying at the school
Yeah.
where your child is. And so take me through a typical shift of a lunch lady. Like they get there. Do you walk to school? Do you guys carpool? How does it work?
well, I mean, I didn't have a car for a minute, so when I don't have a car, I would walk, or sometimes somebody would pick me up. But I mean, I have a car now, and we're actually we're transitioning. They tore my school down. So I'm over at a swing site. So it's a little bit further, not too much further, and I drive there and back. But once I get the other one, really, I could kind of walk down there if I had to.
Oh, nice.
So it's been perfect since I also have anxiety. I don't drive as much.
Driving's hard, huh?
I don't like the other people driving.
Yeah.
If they could just stay away from me when I'm on the road, I'd be cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, here's my thing. I've met a lot of people, right? Something's wrong with them. So all driving is those people are in cars now.
Right.
So it's not like they've changed suddenly because they're in a vehicle. Something's
Right.
still wrong with them.
I said, just because I'm nervous and don't drive a lot like that, still, them guys, phew.
Yeah.
And I live in the lower Cleveland, so let me just say, some of the drivers aren't even supposed to be in those cars.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because they stole them.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, about 15 years ago, I did wake up one morning and my car got stolen out of my driveway. And I was like, dude, where's my car? And it really wasn't there anymore. But they never found it. So
Oh,
they
yeah?
must have, they probably took parts off it and they had a good time with it. But
Yeah.
I was violated.
Well, yeah. Well, what kind of car was it?
It was an old Cutlass.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they wanted it bad in the day, how those doors slam good and stuff. Yeah.
And look, let's say there's definitely brothers love a Cutlass. I'll go on ahead and
somebody
say
was loving it. Yeah.
Yes, people love a Cutlass. My dad had a Delta 88, and he had a and he also had a Cutlass. Bring that up. Bring up a Cutlass. Let's see the one that got stolen here from lunch lady Melissa.
Do you know what year model it was, Melissa?
Oh, goodness. I don't really remember that much.
But just ballpark it, like 1940,
Yeah.
1990?
No, like 1990.
We
That
talking
kind of
like
looked
that?
like that white one over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like. But the doors just shut good and everything, but I didn't protect it.
Should have put the club or something on the wheel, you know?
I got the club on it right now on my beater in the driveway right now.
Do you?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, my mom puts it on all the time.
Oh, yeah. I put it on. I don't care.
My
Because
mom-
now that they took it away from me, I'm like, oh, this is it. Now, if they could get past all those, they could have it.
Hey, yeah. You've earned it, huh?
Yeah, you earned to take it. Go ahead.
Okay, so take me through a typical shift at work. You show up at what time do you get over there?
Well, I get there at 7:30.
Okay.
And, we turn on all the warmers, oven, all that stuff, start putting everything out, make hot breakfast.
Yeah, the breakfast.
Yeah, we do a hot breakfast and we also do a breakfast cart, so they could choose. So, if I have a pancake with a sausage in it,
Oh, yeah.
they could choose a hot, their juice and milk, or they can go over to the cart and I have muffins, blueberry muffins, lemon bread, cereal.
Maybe apple.
Oh, all the time, fruits and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
This new guy's stepping it up with the fruit now.
Oh, yeah, they're
Oh,
really...
yeah, we got a new man that in charge of food service. And yeah, some of the kids didn't even know what a kiwi and stuff was, but they do now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was interesting. The other day I would cut them all up and I'm like, oh, I ain't got to worry about it, And then I come over and look and the kid's like, Miss Melissa, I ate the whole kiwi. And I'm like, what? Why'd you eat that fuzz? And I was like, oh, I didn't know you guys didn't know that. So, yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think, the first time you get that kiwi, you don't know how much to have or how much not
Right.
to have,
Well, I know I wouldn't eat that outside, though.
I don't know that. I think it depends on what you're into.
Well,
you know?
yeah, that's true. I mean, it's a fuzzy feeling.
Well, some people like a little bit of,
yeah.
they like a different environment.
Right, I get it.
Yeah. Okay, so you get in there, you got the warmers on. Do you have a team? Do you guys have a team meeting or something? Like,
well, no, I'm like I'm the manager or whatever. And me and Shayla Cruz, that's my lady that cooks and stuff. We come in together and we do most of the work.
and that's
we
breakfast work.
Breakfast, lunch, everything.
So breakfast comes. Some of the kids come. How much % of the children come to get breakfast, you think?
Oh, like 460. I'd say we have 600 we feed a day. So we could do about 460 breakfast.
Wow.
So a lot of them eat.
Yeah.
A lot of them eat, yeah.
Yeah, we would get to school for breakfast if we got there in enough time. Sometimes our bus, if it were like
well, you know what?
6
But
minutes
now
late,
though, we have to stay open for if their
really?
buses are late. Yeah, all that stuff. So yeah, we don't close up. We pretty much kids come in sometimes at like 1 in the afternoon. Miss Melissa, can I get breakfast? I mean, they're eating in 2 minutes, but sure, here's your breakfast and your lunch.
Yeah, they don't even care.
I know,
huh?
they don't care.
They don't know.
As long as they eat.
Yeah. That's how they are.
Right.
Okay, so you guys got the breakfast done. You shut it down. How do you start to transition to lunch? Is there an opportunity if people want to smoke between lunch and break? Like, what is that? Like, you guys get a little break or anything, or do a video game on your phone or something?
Well, I mean, we're really busy. So it all depends on what we're making that day. Because if it's something like hard, like for breakfast, we have to do all that. If it's just like a pancake, we just heat it up or something, that's real easy.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you got more time. But if it's something that I'm making sausage, egg, cheese, I have to put it all on one, wrap it. Oh, there's no. I mean, we're swinging right in,
Right.
As the kids are coming through, we're still, hey, still working. So,
Breakfast, lunch, whatever, brunch.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
And like when I do the turnover, it's people are like, wow. I'm like, you move the cooler, we're turning over. Breakfast is over.
So really, is there a hard line where it's just like breakfast is done?
Well, I say that, but I'm lying because whenever they come in, I'll still fill in breakfast, even if they came in later. So
Yeah.
I
But
always
still,
just
you
tease.
kind of draw a line in the
Well,
sand where
there
it's like,
should
hey,
be a
guys.
line, to
Yeah.
at least a limit because I'm about to serve lunch pretty soon. I'll tell them, come on now.
Yeah.
But like I said, we're here to feed them. So
And is there like a little bit of a game plan before lunch? How do you know what lunch y'all going to serve? Does it come down like from like a
I have a
superior,
menu.
like on a
yes.
when does it, and it comes like, this is what we're serving today?
I have a menu, and then I order from the menu for the week.
Okay. So
And
like,
so
what do you
it's
mean?
like-
Like you have a menu?
Well, they say on the menu, okay, say it's a chicken bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So I know I'm going to order that. So for 5 days, I order, and I'll order everything for that. And everything for the salads we're going to make for that same day.
Oh, so
And
all
we
the
do
items that go
PB&J.
into those things you're
Yes,
saying.
because we have a couple different things you choose from.
Oh.
So, and just make sure you have enough lunches. Because, man, when you run out, boy, those kids are ready to get you. And don't
Really?
run out on pizza day. Oh, man. I was messing around once, and I was talking to the kids too much, and I started burning someone. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm doing that. So they didn't like that very well, but...
Yeah, if you run out on pizza day, I remember.
Oh, man.
Well, we went through a couple different types of pizza, I remember. I remember there was this round. Can you bring up the different school pizzas that were served? There was a round pizza that had a great crust on it, I remember. And it
Yeah.
was really great. And people would like see each other and be like, hey, that crust is great, huh? And people would be like, yeah. And then we got to this other square pizza. And I was like, this ain't even barely pizza, dude.
Right?
And that one, people didn't really like it as much. And the cheese, I think, tasted different to me. But yeah, let's look at a couple of these. That's one right there. I've definitely had that one, the one you have the cursor on.
Yeah.
No, down right there.
Well, we have like the one you got the cursor on. That's like our breakfast pizza.
Oh, that's
We serve
right,
that now for breakfast.
The breakfast pizza
they
was pretty
love
good.
some breakfast pizza. Oh, yeah.
Breakfast pizza was good.
We used to have a box pizza years and years ago, and I'm talking like 30 years ago, the kids used to really like. But now we're serving a stuffed crust pizza.
Ooh.
So the kids are pretty interested. Yeah. Like I said, pizza day, I hear a lot of compliments. I look good on pizza day.
Really?
Yeah.
So there'd be a lot of flirting and stuff on pizza day, huh?
Pizza day. Everybody wants a piece of pizza.
Yeah, everybody want a piece of that
Oh,
thing,
yeah.
baby. So pizza's the big thing, right? That's the thing everybody loves the most?
That's what they love. Well, yeah, there's a couple different things, but following the menu,
Yeah, so following the menu, you have your week of menu. It's already set
Yes.
up in advance. So before the previous week ends, you got the whole week lined up the next week.
Right, because I order a week ahead.
Okay.
So I kind of have it lined up. But things can happen, so it's subject to change.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Especially in 2020, when all that shortage. I mean, whatever they gave me was what they were because, it was constant. Nope, we don't have that no more. Nope, we're short of this. Nope, we don't have. I'm like, oh my gosh, what do we feed these kids? I'm about to go to the grocery store. I need a food stamp card.
Yeah, you got to do something.
I was like, man, these kids need to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets crazy sometimes, but
You're getting the lunches out to them. You got a plan. Does the government tell you what the children have to eat, or you can make it whatever?
no, the government kind of tells you what the kids need to have, like how many servings of legume. You know what I mean? There have to be certain things.
Legumes or whatever?
Yeah, like you have to have beans on there a certain amount of times.
Yeah.
So yeah, they kind of tell you, but we flip it around on different things. You know what I mean? If I'm short of that, they're getting that. You know
Right.
what I mean? So
Hey.
it is what it is. As long as they eat, I'm happy.
That's it. Yeah, that's my attitude too. I can't believe children have a choice where you're at in some of their meals.
Oh, well, this is started this year. Like I said, this guy, we make a chicken salad, chef salad, and they love the PB&J still. You give them just a cold lunch, and then whatever we're making for hot. So they pick between whichever one they want.
And are there days where there's a real specialty item? What's one of the is there a time of year where something like maybe some bison meat or something unique, something rare will come across that you guys give to the kids? Or I guess, is there a time of year when y'all get the kids get something really rare kind of?
No. The thing is the kids are so picky, and there's so many that can't have this, that. They don't really go into anything odd with that, you know what I mean?
Right.
So no.
You kind of stick to the guns.
Kind of, yes. Just right to it. Yeah, there's not a lot of pork on the menu because kids don't. There's so much, how do you say that? Religions and different things that they don't eat this, they don't eat that. So you have to watch.
Okay.
And, we're a bilingual school too. We have so many different backgrounds.
Oh, damn.
So yeah. Some kids don't even speak English, so.
Really?
Yeah. All my ladies that work with me are Spanish, so.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's cool, though. I start, acting like I'm habloing,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I got this, and I'm like, so I learn a couple little words, and then I know what they want.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I got it. Don't worry. She wants a latte. Some milk. So it excites me.
Oh, yeah. It does feel good whenever somebody's speaking Spanish and you
get it.
Yeah, you get it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's a great
It
feeling,
is.
dude.
It's really cool, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to teach them some English.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you just brought me that, and I didn't ask for that. I asked for ketchup. What'd you bring me a spoon for? So we all just crack up like that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know the difference between condiments, silverware. People
Right,
don't know.
right.
A lot of people get scared. They had an emu the other day that died. It ate a woman's car keys somewhere.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so people will eat anything, I feel. Can you bring that up? You see, let me know if you can find that. Is there a lot of lesbianism in the cafeteria culture? I feel like we had a lot of
I'm sorry. That was a good one.
was that crazy? We had a lot of female not inbreeding or whatever, but inbreeding, I guess, basically, because it's
Let's just say there's a little bit of everything.
okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're going to say there's a little bit of everything.
We had a lot of women love or whatever they called it back in the day in the cafeteria. You would see that a lot of people. Some of them, their husbands had been mean to them, and then they would fall in love after that. So it's like male-induced lesbianism.
Right, I get it. Yeah. He did me wrong. I'm never being with a man again.
Yeah, I'm not. But I'll be with this gal, you
Right,
know.
that looks like what?
And make her. Yeah. I'll be with this gal and make her wear his old clothes.
Right,
That's
right,
weird.
right.
That's
That's
the weird
weird,
part.
yeah.
You're like, hey,
We all got
yeah.
a couple of, weird things,
A beloved ostrich at the Topeka Zoo and Conservation Center in Kansas has died after swallowing a staff member's keys. God.
What? That's crazy.
And they were probably looking for the keys for a while too. And
I
they're
feel
like,
so
where
bad.
are the keys? And the ostrich
I'd be like,
is
you
just
poor ostrich. Oh, he ate my keys. He's dead.
the ostrich is just over there like. They're like, where's my...
I know, right? Where's those keys at? I don't know. Oh, there was just an ostrich standing by me. Nobody else was by me.
And the ostrich is just leaning on a cage door. He's like, different times.
Right? You got that right.
The zoo announced in a social media post Friday that the 5-year-old ostrich named Karen had reached beyond her exhibit's fence and grabbed and swallowed the employee's keys. Staff consulted with experts around the U.S. to undergo surgical and non-surgical efforts to minimize the impact of the keys. Unfortunately, these efforts
You couldn't pass the key then.
Successful. Yeah, I guess you couldn't. And I guess if you like to Heimlich an ostrich, it was just you can't get enough power in there,
right?
To really get them to blast out. God,
that's pretty sad. I'm sorry.
Hey, serve it up.
You got that right. Because I sure serve.
Hey, look. If the kids will eat it, serve it
That's
up, man.
right.
If you'd have told me when I was a child that a cut of ostrich had come through, I think there's some kids would have gone in and tried it. But I guess overall, children don't like trying a lot of new stuff, huh?
No, they're so picky. I mean, back in the day, I think they ate more. Now it's like, where's my hand? I'm like, I didn't have that today, Yeah, kids are picky.
And mostly, I remember we would always sometimes get a McNugget, which was pretty good.
They like the nuggets.
Yeah. They still like them, huh?
Oh, they love the chicken. Oh, yeah. Chicken nuggets.
And what else would we get that was really good? The pizza I enjoyed. I really did like the pizza till they switched it to that square pizza with no real crust on it. And it just made me just so angry at everybody. What else? That straw in the milk bag they used to have. Do they still have that? It was like a bag of milk.
Yeah, no, they don't do the bags no more. No. Actually, we don't even do straws no more.
Really?
Yeah, he took away the straws and stuff I guess we're going to, save it.
How do you get the milk out of it into your body?
Well, I mean, you know what? I thought there would be more problems, but they take that carton, just open it up and drink it.
Oh.
And so I haven't had too much of a problem. But when it first started, I kind of did think, wow, there's going to be a lot of you. To my amazement, no.
They just figured
they just figured it out. Yeah. For 31 years, they've been popping that straw in there, Yeah. They clogged my sink, we were washing the tables, put it down the sink, and all those straws go in there.
And it's a bunch of straws?
What's in there? We pop it out, and all these straws got popping out. I'm like, oh, hell no.
It's those yellow straws,
yeah.
Huh? Okay, so so you guys got the food out to the children. The children start to come in through the line, right? Mm-hmm. Now, do you guys? We had BDLD would come in first. I don't know if they still have it. Behavior disabled, learning disabled would come in first or last for lunch. Mm-hmm. Do you guys still do that, or everybody just mixed in?
Everybody's mixed.
Okay,
comes in.
So you get the children start coming in. And where are you at? Are you stationed at a certain point? Like, what kind of offense are y'all running?
Well, I mean, we could, I should be down there like Mark and stuff, but I'm the fastest one with serving and stuff. So most of the time I'm the server.
You're on the line.
Yeah. Okay. I like to be on the line because I know how fast I could go. Even if I drop stuff, I just keep on going.
Oh, yeah.
Just keep on going, just like your lunch lady, Annie. Yeah.
Yeah, you know about her?
Yeah, I watched you. And then I was laughing because I had carpal tunnel surgery last year, and I was doing the same thing, and we laughed. We watched that because I kept throwing stuff, and I'm like, keep going. My finger be getting all stuck and looking all crazy.
Oh,
and the kids are like, what are you doing? I'm like this.
She would do this in her sleep, just... In her sleep, she would be doing this.
I bet.
She, you know what actually happened to her? We had a couple of good lunch ladies. We had this one lady we had named Sarge, actually, and she was, I think, she loved ladies, I'll say that. And she had all these pictures of her dogs on her all the time, and she'd always be like, oh, well, I got so many dogs. And she would just have all these little buttons and pictures of all these dogs, and then she'd have a bucket. She'd keep some of the extra stuff for her dogs, and she's like, I'm gonna feed my puppies today.
Okay.
You're like, all right,
you can have it. It's fine.
Yeah. she'd have so many. Sometimes she'd have like missing
Like, as long as you
animal.
feed me, you can have
You can feed whatever you want, lady. As long as you feed the 4th grade, you can feed whatever you want. But she would sometimes have like a wanted poster, like a missing. She would sometimes have like a missing poster on her for a dog that had gotten lost or whatever. And she's like, "Have y'all seen Biddy or whatever?" She would ask us. And then who else did we have? We had Patty, this lady one time. And she would open up the biggest cans of peas, man. I mean, cans. You couldn't even knew that they had a can that big.
Oh, I didn't see. When I first started to open those big cans too, I was like, whoa, look at all those peas.
Yeah.
Wow.
And one of the, yeah.
I was amazed.
Yeah. And one of the janitors would always come through and be like, "Nice cans, Patty."
Right.
And he was just a pervert, but still.
Oh, we all like to joke around every once in a while, and
It is what it is.
It is
man.
what it is.
And she was pretty good. We had we had this other lady, Miss Moncrief. She'd always be like, "Make sure to get your spaghetti." That's what she called it. Your spaghetti. Get your spaghetti. So she would yell at us.
That's funny.
She'd be like, "Get your spaghetti." And instead of saying cake, she would say like, this is crazy, but she would kind of say like cat, like cack. So she'd be like, "And get you a cut of coconut cack over there."
See, I think we all have to be a little nuts, to be over there so long around everybody.
Oh, sure.
Most think I am a little off, but it's okay because I've accepted that a long time ago.
Get your spaghetti, get
Right?
your coconut cack. Yeah, she was bananas, dude. But she was sweet. And then we had Annie. And Miss Annie lived across the street from us. And she was always like the carrot cop.
Right,
She'd come
right.
over and like be like, "Woo, woo,
Yeah.
eat your carrots," And then she got murdered, actually.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, by her son. But was a great neighbor before that and a great
Yeah.
kitchen. Yeah. Great lady. And she had been resuscitated a few times. They kept her on staff. There wasn't a lot left of her.
Right.
By the last, couple months.
Yeah,
she was
some people come crawling out after a while.
Yeah, some people just keep
I
on
said,
serving.
well, that's
It's
what I
like,
told
as
them.
long as this part of them works,
Hey,
it's like the
you know
rest
what?
of them.
My
doesn't
ladies
matter.
has laughed because, like I said, last year before I got the surgery, I was like constantly, and I'm like, oh, don't worry. I mean, by the time they have to clean up, because I threw chicken balls across the room. And everybody would laugh.
That's
And I'm like,
hilarious.
hey, you know what? My hands are messed up. It's okay. And as you go faster, you don't realize.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're just like, boom, boom, boom. Things are just starting to move.
Yeah. It's almost like you're one of those blackjack dealers.
Yeah,
kinda.
I do. I feel like it. I'm like, what do you want? What do you want, kid? Yeah, what? He wants a bun. No bun for him.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
It's time for fighting. And if you love firing on sports, then Prize Picks is the best daily fantasy sports app for you. I'll be using it. Dustin Poirier only needs to land one punch on Saturday for you to be a winner on Prize Picks. All you have to do is select 2 or more fighters and pick more or less on their stat projection. You've got Dustin the Diamond Poirier this weekend, matching up with Islam Makhachev for the lightweight title. If you think that fight's going to go under 2.5 rounds, you can Prize Pick that, baby. And you've also got Sean Strickland. Grr. He's coming out, and him and Paulo Costa are going to bang it down. If you think that war is going to go over 2.5 rounds, you can choose that. Prize Picks offers the choices, and you pick them. Download now and use code Theo. Prize Picks will match your deposit up to $100. Prize Picks, the best daily fantasy sports app for you. We got sued by Kai the Hitchhiker. He came at us with all he had. He sent us probably 11 letters in the mail and different types of charts, all type of things. And he kept suing us, and we kept beating him. And we used Morgan & Morgan. That's who did it. Thank you guys at Morgan & Morgan. They are America's largest injury law firm. They have over 100 offices nationwide and more than 800 lawyers. With over $15 billion recovered for over 300,000 clients, Morgan & Morgan has a proven track record of fighting to get you full and fair compensation. That's right. Morgan & Morgan have been fighting for the people for over 35 years, and they fought for us. If you're ever injured, have an injury, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free unless they win. For more information, go to forthepeople.com/thispastweekend or dial pound law, pound 529 from your cell phone. That's FOR, thepeople.com/thispastweekend or dial pound law, pound 529 from your cell. This is a paid advertisement. Okay, so you got the kids coming through the line. What's the energy there as they start to come through? Are you usually, is that exciting moment for the lunch ladies? Or is that kind of like, now we got to work?
It depends who you are. I'm going to say it like that. Like, a lot of, how do I say it? I think the younger new generation stuff, they're a little bit more slow and late. It is kind of like, but I get them pumped. We're like, let's go. You're like, hot diggity dog. And we got little ones that come through the line and I go, what do you say? And she's like, if you touch it, you take it. I'm like, you got it, girl. So no, we kind of boost them and get them laughing. I like to wear I play around with them, put different wigs on.
Oh, yeah.
I like to switch it up and I don't wear a lot of makeup most of the time. So I put makeup on and all of them be like, whoa, just make it different.
Yeah.
I mean, we like to try to do something different just so the kids are like, wow, Yeah. It's a lot of fun to play with them, especially the little ones because they're fun.
They are?
Yeah.
Like what age are still kids really enjoyable at?
I'm gonna say the little ones up to, I don't know, about 10 before they start getting a little mouthy and then they want to do their own thing.
Yeah.
Then some of them are too cool for me. They've been in school for ever and now they're too cool for me. They hugged me every day when they were little.
Yeah.
And now they're like, I'm Melissa. I'm like, okay. But I live in the neighborhood, so I see them all.
Oh, so you see a lot of them.
I see a lot of them, yeah.
And do a lot of the children, when they come through, so they're pretty excited, and then you only have one person on y'all's line, or how many people's on y'all's line?
Well, I do it either by myself or somebody will help me sometimes if it's something really, a big meal.
And because most of the kids, some of the items they pick off the line themselves. They don't have to actually be handed.
Yeah, the fruit, the vegetable stuff we do on the other side, and they can pick all that up themselves. I do the main hot food.
Okay.
For them, and
so those are items like what? Spaghetti.
Right.
What else?
We have pasta and meatballs. We have a chicken bowl where they have the mashed potatoes, the chicken, corn.
Okay, like a chicken pot pie kind of?
Yeah, we have a Polish girl now. It's like a turkey sausage kind of thing, and you put the sweet potato fries and some slaw and some barbecue sauce on that sucker. It's good. I like it that day.
That sounds great.
So I'm saying, I've been eating the food all these years, but I think they're getting better.
Yeah.
They're getting a lot better because when I first started, we just heated up microwave dinners. I'll tell you.
Really?
Oh, yeah. We heated them up in the thing. You couldn't cook food that was open. Mm-hmm. So it looked like you cook 5 fries. A couple fries are all stuck in the bottom. And the quality, like I said, and then you make a hamburger with the bun already on it and heat it up in a plastic. Yeah. What is it?
Yeah. So
now we're doing we'll do the burger and we cook it and really cook it. And the fries go in the oven and they get crispy, Oh,
that's nice.
So, yeah, like I said, I've seen a big change.
Really? And how long has that change period been over, you think?
Well, it's been about 8 years of them slowly changing it, but this year has been the top because the kids get cantaloupe, watermelon, whatever that I cut it up and we give them,
like going to Hawaii or something.
Oh man, the big kids, I have to slow them down. I'm like, man, that's too many portions because they'll take the whole thing,
Yeah.
But yeah, they probably didn't get all that good food. And now we get tangerines instead of oranges, which is really cool because you get those little cuties. You can peel those in a second. So I don't even have to cut up those oranges.
I know. Those cuties, it's almost like having a little date almost.
Oh, man, they are. But I have to stop. The kids like them so much. They're in their pockets. They got to remember, how many cuties you got?
Yeah, they don't care. Okay, so you got the line, y'all got it going pretty good. What types of ages are coming through your line or have come through your line over the years? Because how many years have you been in the game, basically? 31 years.
Yeah, I'm finishing my 31. Yeah.
Wow, you're like Glover Teixeira. He's
Right.
he's a famous UFC fighter. You were
right.
yeah, he's beloved and been in it for a while. That's him right there. But he is a very sweet man who has stood the test of time in his industry. Okay, so what kind of kids are coming through the line there, you know? And what's some of the interaction like with them?
Well, you like the preschool, and it's like, come here, baby.
They come first?
Yes.
Okay, so the littlest kids come
first. The
first.
littlest kids come first.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we get the little ones, and then we move on up. And at the last period is 6th, 7th, 8th. Those are the big ones.
Yeah.
So we start out with these babies, you know, and, you know, they're all cute, little babies. Then we go to these big, huge kids, which I don't know what they're feeding them anymore because, you know, they're
getting big?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got some big boys. Miss Melissa hooked me up, and I'm like, okay, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we start out. But the little ones, they come anywhere from 4 years old, and I think to about 14.
Okay.
Unless they you know, failed a bunch of times, and then they might be a little older.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you know.
We had a guy, yeah. We start to see that mustache.
How many times he been here?
Yeah. Yeah, he finally comes through one day. You just hand him what's that thing you fill out to work? When you want to work somewhere? Yeah, you just hand him a work application.
Oh, yeah, right. You might as well. You're going to be, 18 in a minute.
That happens a lot.
I bet.
So what are some of the kiddos that have come through, some of the little buckaroodies that have come through there? Like any unique, like anybody bringing anything with, like any stories they bring with them, or what's going on with the kiddos?
Well, I mean, there's so many kids. I see them everywhere now. Like the lady that's at the pharmacy, she's a pharmacist. She was one of my kids. I go to restaurants. We go on a canoe ride, and I started laughing. I wasn't nowhere near Cleveland, and they're like, Miss Melissa. And everywhere I go, I run into some. I mean, that's a lot of years, and they're grown.
Wow.
So they'll look at me, and I'm like, giving them my money, and they're like, are you Miss Melissa? I'm like, yeah. They're like, I was like, you were one of my kids.
Oh, that's cool.
But it's cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a connection. Well, especially because you're feeding the children, you know. There's always a connection with somebody that's feeding
nice
you.
to the kids too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm funny, and
they like being around you. They like seeing you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And what does some of the kids ever bring anything with them? Do they ever are they what do?
Well, we had some come through the line, and one had a snake in his book bag.
Really?
And the little girl brought her cat in a book bag. Yeah, you never know what they're going to bring.
Really? They brought a cat?
But we have security that checks their bag, so I bet they've seen some more stuff. Yeah. I'm like, is that cat meowing? I mean, that book bag meowing over there? Is that the new style? Did she press a button? And then when she come through the line asking me for cat food, I was like, what? No, I don't serve that.
But what did they ask you to do? Just put something in their bag for the cat? Like, how'd you know?
Yeah, I just, they heard them and stuff, and them guys, like I said, they have to come through the detector.
Oh, they have a metal detector?
Oh, yeah, we got metal detectors.
Oh, so you're in the trenches over there.
Oh, I'm in the lower west side.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all are in there. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you have some children will bring a cat or even a snake through. And do you think it's just because they don't want to be alone from their pet, or they
probably just want to see their pets and stuff like that. Their parents probably didn't even know they snuck them out half the time. You know what I mean? So, I mean, if they could, sometimes the kids would let a dog in if they could, so we could run around.
Yeah.
I'm like,
you know who your laugh to? People ever tell you that your laugh reminds me of do they have the lady from the Adam Sandler thing, if you can find it? A little bit. Yours is way more charming.
I made 'em extra sloppy for you.
Listen to her laugh is.
oh, that's too funny. I never thought of that. I do sound like her.
Just her laugh though. You're way prettier than
Oh,
her.
that's funny.
She's pretty too. But is it tough to see some of the kids grow and leave sometimes? Or there's some kids you're like, man, that kid's gonna we really wish they could stay.
Yeah, but I wonder what happened to some of them that you really liked that you don't see that much no more. And And some you see in, well, they're not really doing as well because I'm there in the neighborhood. But I see so much bad, good, you know. And then I love it when they come back and they're like, oh, I just got in college, or I'm doing this, or I'm about to go to nursing school, or then I'm very excited that, you know, because where we're at.
Yeah.
So, like my son, he couldn't wait to get out of Cleveland. He got married and just moved away.
He was gone?
He was gone as soon as he left. And then I had to get a dog named Mo because he was named Joe. And I lost him. He left.
Oh, you got to get a dog that rhymes with your son's name.
Right. So I replaced him with my dog, Mo.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And where did you, is there a lot of like dating? Like, do a lot of janitors come by the lunch area trying to holler and trying to like, because that's what I felt like when I was a kid. Sometimes you would see some of the janitors over there trying to, you know, just like spend a little bit extra time or something like that.
Mine's real cool.
You only got one janitor?
Yeah, sort of. I mean, because, well, they say they're custodians. They don't like to be called a janitor.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Custodian.
Anyway. And
yeah, I respect both of them.
Yeah.
It's just,
But the last one was a lady, and me and her was real good friends. And she owned a lake house, and I used to go with her all the time down there to New York. So that was
Really?
awesome. And my other one, he just left. Yeah, I hang out with all the people that are retired too, that just left. So
yeah,
I've worked with them for so long. It's like we know each other. We grew up.
Yeah.
In family, you know.
Was it sad to see your son graduate, like get out of this, like was when he left your school?
Yeah, I was because I got to keep a very close eye on him. Then he thought he was going to get away with something, but I told him, I'll transfer. I'll follow you, boy. And he's like, no, Mom, no. So he did better. But then when I would go to parent conference and I would start talking, the teachers would look like, no wonder that's where he gets it. Listen to her. I'm all hyper and talking to him. I'm like, how's my kid doing? And they're like, oh, well, he's great, I guess. I'm like, I guess he's not doing
Like,
good.
we're going to put you in detention.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Hey, when I first started working at school, I thought, man, did I get called to the office? I thought I was going to detention.
Really?
And I was really working there.
And they would call you down there?
Yeah.
Just to tone it down?
Yeah. She jokes all the time and says that I'm going to have to go outside if I laugh too hard. Because during testing, you know, you're supposed to be quiet. But sometimes the teacher's like, I heard you, miss. I'm like, sorry. But they all like it, so it's cool. Sometimes you hear an outburst. I'll be just like, ah! And it's all the way upstairs calling, and I don't realize. It goes around the school. But they know it's me.
Yeah? That's it, huh?
Yeah.
It's like a bird almost that you hear, you know?
Right?
Do you see, like, at certain holidays, what's that like at school? Like, around Valentine's, or some kids seem kind of lonely or anything? Does that ever happen?
A little bit, but they give those little hearts out, and they
Right.
give candy, and the bigger kids will give flower. You know, it's just, yeah, they make a big, and we have dances and stuff.
And the dances
so-
are in the cafeteria
Yeah,
sometimes?
most of the cafeteria is like where we have all our dances and everything. And I'm right there, so I like to dance with the kids.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I go and enjoy them, yeah.
Oh, wow, you should work for Nickelodeon.
Oh,
then,
man,
I
we've
feel
had a
like.
lot of fun, yeah.
So they let you guys dance with the children at the dances?
Sure.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I remember
part of
one
it.
time we had a guy named Mr. John, and his wife, I think, was a teacher. I don't know if she was the teacher or she just like was like the smartest person in our area, and she would hang out at the school. But she, I got to dance with her one time at a dance.
Aw.
It's pretty cool. I
Well,
remember.
my principals were great with a lot of things that she does, and we have a mother-son dance and
Mm-hmm.
things like that. So I had some buddies a long time ago, and they didn't have a mom, so I went to the dance and danced with them
Oh, that's sweet.
and everything. Yeah, they were my buddies because we do like a buddy breakfast thing.
Oh,
so I
y'all
picked
do?
him as my buddy. Yeah.
Oh, just students?
yeah.
So
you
it's-
kind of get close to some if you see somebody and they'll say, "You want to be my buddy?"
Yeah.
And then you're kind of like their friend. They could talk to if they're having a hard day, or they hug you every day. So it's pretty cool.
Oh, it's important.
And yep, and then
Wow.
a couple times a year we eat with them, talk about it, give them a present.
That's cool.
Really cool, yeah.
But yeah, what are some other like moments like have you had some unique interactions?
Oh yeah, I like Halloween. I like to dress up and different stuff, and then I run through the crowd. And the little kids this year, I was this blow up, and it blew up big too. It was cool. So I run out and everything, but then they kept trying to squeeze me, and I'm like, I'm gonna pop, you know? So I'm trying to get them away, but I can't because it keeps blowing up. So we do funny stuff like that, and I a couple times I would tutor with the kids, you know, help the little ones with math or something. Like whatever she asked, like we tried to do, you know. I think we're like a mixture, you know, when they're away from their home, we could be their mom, their grandma, their whatever. If they're crying, you want to go over and make sure they're all right, see what they want. You have kids that'll chase you and hug you every day. Sometimes you got to run.
Yeah.
Ooh, I run. Sometimes I have to shut the door. I'm like, here she comes. And everybody laughs because she's so beautiful and sweet, but she drives us crazy.
Yeah,
she won't leave me alone.
Yeah. Someone get a little bit of, they get kind of, they
really
just,
cling. Yeah.
They hug you too much.
Yeah.
They'll hug you. They'll lick you even.
Oh, yeah. You're right about that.
I've seen a child just start licking. You're just like, what is going on with this child? But, dude, my friend told me that if you look at anything, you know what it would feel like on your tongue because as a kid you licked everything and checked everything out.
Probably, I'm sure. Yeah.
And at first I thought that was crazy, but then if I look at anything,
you were probably thinking, if I lick that.
he said, because when you're a kid, you just put everything in your mouth. You don't even think about it.
True.
And you develop like this memory from
Well,
it.
there's nothing I wouldn't try. That's why I said kids don't try anything nowadays. There's nothing out, you know?
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like, hey,
look.
is that a chocolate Grover Crisp? Let's eat that. Let's try it.
Is there anything you guys will make BTS? Like, be honest with me. Is there some BTS food that you guys will make at the lunch area that's just for you guys? Like, you ever brew something up just for the gang, but it's not for the students?
Well,
I won't tell anybody.
no, we we eat the lunches there, you know. But no, like, I can't wait. Like, they're all Spanish, so I want them to bring me some rice and beans and stuff. So I want their food.
Yeah.
So they bring me food all the time. And then I'm like, all right, this is how you get to your boss. You know, this is good. I just had some yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a lot of good food, man.
But yeah, I love it. So the ladies come in and they make me food. I'm like, that's the way.
Oh, that's beautiful.
But
and now, when does the day kind of shut down? So after lunch, what happens? How do you guys shut it down? Like the last person leaves, and then what?
after the last kid gets fed, we make sure everybody's fed, and then it's time them ladies clean up, count everything, because I got to count everything, like all the milk, everything, gets counted for the day. Oh, really? Yeah, I do paperwork, and everything has a count. So, and then it's got to go in the computer and go down to them of how many kids we fed. Just switching it back around, moving the coolers back for breakfast for the next day. Everything goes back to, it's like you flip a switch. You know what I mean? We go for breakfast, lunch, breakfast, like
a transformer.
That. And just I always said that. I said, see how we just did that? I said it was like Transformers. I'm like, we just transformed the kitchen. Now, bam! And people will come out and they'll be like, dang, Melissa, you just had breakfast. That was like lunch. Because I'll be like, phew, throw the gun. And I'm like, we can't play.
Somebody's got to do it. We don't have
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
And I'm one of those people that are always, ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I run around like a chicken with my head cut off because I'm a little nutty, but it's okay.
Yeah.
The more I move, I just like to
That's
keep
important.
going. It is. And I'm getting old, so I have to.
You got to keep busy.
Heck yeah.
And what's it like, do you have time for dating stuff? You guys have to get up pretty early, huh? What's the love life like of someone in the lunch industry?
Oh, I've been married 30 years.
Oh, you have?
Oh,
you
yeah.
got married to not the pregnant, not the...
No, not the
Okay.
baby dad.
Yeah.
I got married to somebody else. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Where'd you meet your husband at?
In the yard.
Really? Not like a prison thing, huh?
Well,
No judgment. Half my family's
All
been
right.
incarcerated.
well, yeah. I mean, he just got out. Hey, babes, you look good.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah. He didn't do it.
Well, make me a breakdown.
You should guys get... Oh, I guess he probably is not allowed over at the school then.
No, this was so long ago. He's good now.
Okay. Bet.
Yeah. We won't talk about that.
Yeah, we'll keep that out. So that's nice then. So you got a love. You have a love in your life. You have one child. That's your only child?
Oh, yeah, I was one and done.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
What made you not want more? Well, I guess
That was a whole experience. I mean, what the heck? Women just keep popping them out. Are they crazy?
it's unreal.
All that stuff we had to do. And I told that doctor or whoever, I told him this was all too much for me. Then he came out with colic. Ah! And I'm like, what the heck? I watched kids for years and they never acted like that. Then I had my own and I'm like, everybody kept saying, you're going to have another one? I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
Nope. So when he was 10, I got my tubes tied. I said, nope, I'm making sure. I'm done.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
That was it. Shut down
That was
the lunch
it. Shut
line.
that all down. The lunch line was over. I got 600 kids a day.
Oh.
I don't even need it.
Look. Hey,
You know?
every now and then you got to open it up for breakfast every
Well,
now and
I
then.
mean,
you
yeah,
know?
but see, I don't have to have it.
Yeah.
That's to make it easy now.
Wow. Do kids, let me get into the financials of it. Do children pay for school lunch a little bit?
A long time ago when I started,
We had X and Y tickets, I
about 20 years
remember.
ago, they did.
We had X and Y tickets.
they
We would
were-
get
they
X
were
was full paid and
Full
Y
pay-
was
you got it.
free lunch.
You got it.
Or partial
So,
pay.
yep, they have the full, partial, and free.
Oh, they had
Before.
full.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember. So I would get to school. God, dude, it was the most. This was like one of the tougher things I think when you were a kid. Like, yeah, you would get there and see if you can bring up the school lunch tickets. Keep looking for them. Mine looked a little bit different.
Oh my goodness, look at those lunch cards. That's
No,
funny.
keep looking to see if you find some other ones. Oh yeah, no, right there, the red and blue, the whole mix of all of them, like the game tickets. Those are the ones we
Right
had.
there?
Yeah. And so you get up to the lady, right? There'd be the lunch lady, because they didn't allow men to do it. Because I don't believe men should do
We
it.
got a couple men in the system now. But
Really?
we'll talk about that some other time.
Times have changed, yeah. But we would get in there, and you had to go up to her, and you had to tell her if you were. If you paid, you had to just buy the ticket from her, and if you were free, you had to tell her you were free.
Oh.
And I always felt so embarrassing because there'd always be like another kid right behind you or in front of you. So you'd always say it like, oh, I'm free, you know. And if the bus got there early, you could get breakfast. That was the thing. If the bus,
Right.
So based on how Miss Hazel was doing, and bless her heart or whatever, she's alive or not. Hopefully she's alive, but she might not be. But she was awesome. But she, sometimes she would lollygag. Sometimes she would
Right.
stop or drive slow and smoke. And so we would get there a few minutes late and we would miss breakfast.
Oh.
And then you were just beside yourself. You didn't even, because you had to
Oh,
get
yeah.
all the way to like 11:40.
Right. That's what right.
And you would just keep going to the water fountain and just drinking as much water as you could. And and I remember even one of my teachers would be like, go get you some of that breakfast water out there.
Breakfast water.
Yeah, that's what they used to say. Miss Smith would always say that. But anyway, yeah. And then at lunch, I don't know if we got our tickets in advance for the week or if you had to go and do the same thing at lunch. But you would always try to sneakily say, yeah, free lunch or whatever, I'll take a Y one or just something like that. Or I would try to pretend like I was giving them money
Right,
even
right,
though I
right.
wasn't. It was like I was a magician
I-
just because I didn't want the other kids to see. Because, kids get so embarrassed.
No, they do, yeah.
But then once you got the ticket, and you were free to the line, usually you would get a tray or like a little carton, like a little plastic kind of little carton. And then you would go to the milk or beverage area first, get that. Then you would go into the room where the actual kitchen was, and you would have the line there. You would get your line items, come out, and then that was it. You was free to go sit down and eat. It was awesome. It was, that was like the best thing ever, dude. What is the funnest thing to serve to the kids? Is there something you really enjoy? Like,
I like to serve the pizza because it's one piece. Because I could throw the pizza. But when I got like mashed potatoes, corn, chicken, a roll, I'm sorry. Now I'm like,
it's too much,
and
huh?
everybody's picky, so they don't want gravy. Some want gravy. It's like.
Yeah.
And now they're like allowed to pick what they want. Where
Yeah.
we used to give them all of it. So
Oh, they used to, that's crazy. You get to pick what you want. We would have to get whatever. Sometimes they give you a bunch
Right.
of junk. You're like, some of this, it wasn't even, I don't even think some of it was food or whatever. And you would just have to take it back to your table,
oh yeah, I seen so much waste back in the day. We'd have a bean burrito. All these kids would just, you know what I mean?
Just throw it away.
Just throw it away. You just cooked all those just a bit. Be in the garbage.
Yeah.
You're like, dang.
The apple, I feel like, would always get thrown away.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, you would be like, I don't know if I'm eating this.
Yeah.
That would always be a tough one.
I've ordered less apples now.
Yeah?
Yeah, because of the other ones are more popular. that we have now that they're trying different, watermelon. That's gone on watermelon, man. We'll be cutting we'll be cutting those watermelon.
And what type of cutter are you using back there? Do you guys have a sanctioned knife that you have to use or something, or a sword?
We have a couple knives. Yeah, like that. We got a couple knives we use for those, which we just started to show. Sometimes it was hard.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with my hands hurting all the time. I was like, man, these watermelons, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But then we got this one that you put like the orange or the apple thing in, you could go, shh.
Oh, really?
And
it's
it comes
fancy?
out. I like that one. Yeah. I could do that
Cha-ching.
all day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Yeah, I guess if you get that fancy one's really nice. I'm trying to think of what we had. Oh, they would do baked potatoes. Y'all still do those sometimes?
No, we haven't did a baked potato for a long time, but I remember a long time ago we did have a baked potato. They seemed to like it.
Yeah, it was nice because they had like sour cream with it.
Oh, yeah.
And get you a little bit of bacon bit or whatever. Because they didn't let you use bacon bits in our community if you was a child, first of all.
Oh, yeah.
That was,
they're
that was
not
an
gonna give you
adult thing.
Bacon. Yeah.
So then they get to school when you pull up and they got you got access to bacon
You're
bits.
like, yeah.
Let's ride.
Hey, they're excited now. We give croutons.
Oh, is that a big thing for the kids now?
Yeah, we never gave croutons with a salad. We're poor over there.
Yeah.
We give croutons. We're cool.
A lot of you guys know we started off with our first advertiser ever was Gray Block Pizza. Get that hitter, baby. And the owner of Gray Block Pizza, my friend Thomas, evolved his business up in Oregon to start Blue Cube baths. And he sent me one, and it's absolutely beautiful. A wonderful cold plunge, the best cold plunge in the market. If you value American-made and pinnacle cold exposure, this is your cold plunge. Blue Cube baths. What I love is you can set that temperature, get it down to, it might just, you might be able to ice skate in there. I haven't put it that low, but you can set it to a place where you feel comfortable. I'll get in at around 50 degrees for about 10 or 12 minutes. And that's what really sets me and activates me. I've done it before podcasts to really put me in, just put me in my body and put me in the moment. You know, the positive side effects of cold plunging are countless. You can follow Blue Cube's Instagram for a chance to win your own cold plunge this spring and summer. That's right. They're giving one away. They will announce the giveaway soon, so follow them at Blue Cube Baths. And we wish them the best of luck and thank them for supporting the podcast so early on. Is pornography causing a problem in your life? That's a good question. It's a real question. It has in mine. It has at certain periods in my life. Watching porno and everything, and watching porno was it was ruining my life. It was ruining my life, man. Made me feel just so much shame. That's what it did. Well, watching pornography has become commonplace today. And oftentimes men will use porno to numb the pain of loneliness, boredom, anxiety, and depression. That's why I want to introduce you to my friend, Stephen Wolt. Steve is the founder of Valor Recovery. He is a dear friend of mine. And Valor Recovery is a program to help men overcome porn abuse and sexual compulsivity. That's right. Their coaches are in long-term recovery, and they will be your partner, mentor, and spiritual guide to transcend problematic behaviors. There is zero commitment if you reach out to them. It's just the first step in trying to figure out if you may need some help, if you can get some help. To learn more about Valor Recovery, please visit them at valorrecoverycoaching.com or email them at admin@valorrecoverycoaching.com. The links will be on the YouTube. And again, there's no commitment when you reach out to them. But I promise you, only something positive will come from you reaching out and figuring out if what type of help, if any, could benefit you. Thank you. Yeah, man, that was so much fun, man. Going to lunch, it was just like it was kind of the best part of the day because that was your break, right? And then do they go into recess after lunch?
Yep.
Yeah.
Before and after, we give them switched. Like we got 20 minutes to 20 minutes. Like some of them are outside, then they'll come on in, then those ones will go outside. So we're just keep going like that.
Yeah. Take me down some of the tough moments. Like, has there ever been like a food recall or something that happened where there was just a food people got sick from that day? Was there ever just a flu that went around?
Oh, that is so funny you said that. So years ago, and it was quite a while, I don't know, maybe 18 years ago, we did have this problem. And there was flu going around and everything. And a couple kids came in the lunchroom and they threw up. Well, that started the other kids looking at them doing it. Next thing I know, they got buses, ambulance, they got everybody pulling my food, doing it. And I'm like, tripping. I'm like, what? And they're like, it's her food. She's putting us gas.
Oh, really? Like you were a witch?
Yes.
Like the Salem witchcraft.
I had parents saying, don't eat the food. And I'm like, oh
No.
my God, yes. And then what was that? One guy, he was trying to come from and I was running with my hoodie on because I was like,
The
I've never.
news?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, I swear. I was tripping.
What'd you do?
That's what it is. And they wrote this article. And then, I don't know, a couple weeks later when they realized they wrote this little thing like it wasn't the food. They were sick. It was over. But they made me like look.
They didn't
and then
care.
at downtown would be like, and Melissa, tell them about that. You know, when the kids got all. And I'm like, what? How? Who's got to keep bringing this up?
Like you were Hester Prynne or something.
Oh, I'm so
huh?
glad that those kids are probably long gone out of it by now.
Yeah.
Because that stuck with me for a little while.
Yeah, a little PTSD from that.
I'd be walking down the street and all of a sudden they'll be like,
We had the
there
bad-
she is!
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, I did the pizza. Oh my God. I start tripping.
We had the bad
They
macaroni.
did, yes.
Do you remember the bad
know what-
macaroni of 2001?
Yeah.
Where were you? Where were you when people ate bad
And I'm
macaroni?
like, I ate it and I'm okay.
You're like, I survived. You should have made T-shirts
I
that
know,
said,
I
I
survived
survived
it."
the macaroni of 2001.
I know, that would have been a good one. That would have been.
People forget that there's a marketing possibility even within famine and disease, you
Right?
know, and edible diseases.
Yeah.
People forget that all the time. Yeah, because people would get, we'd have bad milk come through or bad cattle would come through town.
Sometimes they're, you know.
and you
gotta
get
watch.
spoiled milk.
Yes.
And you had no idea why. It could have
right.
been that the truck was parked overnight next to like something that was heating it up. You just
Right,
never
right,
know.
right.
Too much time in the sun on the way there.
Something. There's something.
And everybody would just be having bad milk, you know.
Well, the kids will let me know if they trust me. They'll let me know if they have something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there were a couple times we got milk and like there was like that much, like the cartons, they didn't fill it up. I kept saying, why is all these kids want another milk? Until I figured out it wasn't really getting there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit. I'm telling them no. you know?
Damn.
I'm like, now I got to go. Milk.
But that's how it is out in some of the, you know, that's how it is. You
you just never know what's going to happen.
that's life too. You don't ever,
don't.
you always don't know the milk that you're going to get.
That's true.
Any food fights? Kids always say we're going to do a food fight. It never happens. That's what I feel like. There's always the rumor of a food fight. Today we're going to, and then never ends up going down.
At my school, not as much, but I did sub at a school that's closed now a long time ago. And the kid said food fight. I went with mashed potatoes in my hair. I had stuff hanging off me.
Really?
So they decided they really was going to do it.
And they did it.
And they did it.
Yeah, praise God.
And I'm like, all right, man. I wasn't too upset with it. It was kind of cool, you know?
Yeah. Well, that was like the big thing. I don't know if kids care about that anymore.
Yeah, I don't,
You know?
yeah. I mean, they might throw like peelings. Or,
Right.
I mean, they might throw little things, but they're not like getting up having the big, you know, major
Yeah, they're
food
not like
fight.
it's like a big organized thing because
Right.
there's always like this thing like kids were going
We're
to
gonna do it,
organize
we're
it.
gonna
Yeah,
do it. And then it comes down to it.
and it never happened. I think it was more of, wasn't there a movie that there was a food fight in? Can you look
Yes,
that up?
there is. I can't remember.
What was that movie that had a food fight in it? It was a 90s movie. The Great Race Matilda. Oh, Hook. Hook had a great food fight in it, like at the Bangarang scene. That was very big. Oh, Animal House. That was it. I think Animal House had a huge one. So that's, I think, it's so funny. A lot of times you take something right back to like popular movie or TV show,
right.
and that's where it started. Do you remember your lunch ladies from being
Not very many. I don't think they were very nice then.
Really?
And one thing that I always said after I got in there was that I'm not going to be like that because, you know, we get a rap, you know? Like,
Really?
Yeah, because some people are, you know, They act like that mean little lunch lady. Yeah. You can only have one ketchup.
Yeah.
And I always thought I'm going to be like the cool one, you know? So then I am. So then I think it works out because I don't remember too many, really good ones that I had.
Yeah, I remember a couple times they had, also for a lot of young men, it's, like you think that lunch lady's pretty cute because it's the first woman you kind of get to talk to.
Right.
That's like kind of not like a teacher or your mom. It's like
Right.
the first person and you're like, well, who is this person, And they smile at you or whatever. You ever have a student try to like get your number or do like try to.
No, they might flirt a little bit like trying to get some extra chicken balls or something.
right. But they
I'm
tryna-
like, yeah, all right, get it
tryna-
going, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They trying to pull up on them yams,
Yeah,
huh?
they think so. So I'm old enough to be your great grandma. You better roll on.
Yeah, you got to shut them down early, huh?
You got to.
What about fights? Any fights they have at school? Are you guys allowed to get involved in that? What's that like at school if that happens?
Well, there's fights, but you're supposed to get security. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't wait. Sometimes I will try, but now with big kids, no way. Those guys are huge.
Yeah.
They'll swing me across the floor somewhere. I'm like, nope. So I'll just go over and try to find one of the security. Go on, you know, and then they'll try. But other people and their teachers and stuff, they'll get. I won't get involved with. Not the big kids. No.
Do the teachers, is there a good relationship with teachers and lunch women or lunch women and now men because men are attacking the industry? But is there a lot of good, or are they arch nemesis of each other? Is there like, what's the energy like between lunch people and teachers? I never thought about that.
At different schools, it'd be different. But for me, I've got along with most of them and stuff like that. And I have a good relationship with them. Because everybody wants a milk every once in a while. It's not mine, I guess it depends on who
That's
it is.
a powerful statement. Everybody wants some milk.
Because they do. And I always think
God,
when they walk in, and if they're like acting mean to me, I'll be thinking, you'll want a milk from me one day.
Yeah.
See if I give it to you.
Yeah.
You'll need me.
You'll pull up on this. Yeah, you'll pull up on this udder.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You want me to order those bag lunches for you, don't you?
Oh, it's true,
Yeah.
huh? Oh, for field trips.
That's what I said. So if you'll have a couple, but not very many, but if they act a little too, it's fine because, they got to come to me for
You
something.
got to come through. Yeah. That's true.
I might be the little one down there, but
You're like the government.
that's right.
Yeah, the
You
food
still
is
got to pay your taxes.
food is government. It really
It
is.
is.
And so a
It
lot of
really is
cultures it
government.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's like if you're even in a village, when somebody comes back with the food, that person is the government
yeah.
that day. They have the
True.
food. They determine how
Well,
everything's going to go.
I always tell my ladies, I'm like, man, sometimes I walk through the hall and I think they're looking at me like a chicken leg or something, Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Who are you
I feel
talking
like
about? Some of the janitors or whatever?
No, the kids, the staff, it depends what they smell. Like they have loaded nacho day, it's like everybody's looking like Melissa's got nachos. And I just could see everybody, hi, Melissa. I'm like, yeah.
They know.
So they know. Yeah. They know
Yeah.
to be nice too.
People know where their bread is buttered.
That's what it is, Just like me, I know I need the custodian, so you got to be nice to them. I need toilet paper and
Yep.
stuff.
You're
So
gonna
you
need-
learn who you have to be good with.
When little Ricky pukes,
That's right.
you know you're going to need to
Oh,
call.
you know it.
Yeah, what's a field trip day like? So how does that break down?
Well, the field trips and stuff, they order like bag lunches, and
And what goes into the bag lunch?
when I make it, it's like a sandwich, a PB&J sandwich, Uncrustable.
Ooh.
Yeah, they love those, and I get strawberry and grape, and I kind of like them too. So if I'm running
Y'all will
around
make those
fast-
yourselves?
No, they come.
You order from Uncrustables?
No, we order those. Yeah.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah, those things are pretty good. But then I'll
God.
make a bag with those and some goldfish crackers, a string cheese, applesauce, and some carrots. Bam, there's our lunch.
Damn.
And they're out.
We got, I remember, meat sandwich with mustard.
Yep.
And sometimes you got
too.
extra mustard somehow.
I
For no
know, and
reason.
I know.
You're like, first of all, I'm
know,
a child.
I don't eat mustard
Yeah.
the first time.
I'm a
And now I
child.
got a lot of mustard.
Mustard is for Polish adults. Let's be honest. So there's no reason I
Right.
should have to eat it. And then,
Right.
And then you gave me more mustard. So that would be scary. And you'd always see that one kid that would end up being an alcoholic and he'd be over there just eating the mustard.
Oh, you know what? We got him with the hot sauce.
Y'all got hot sauce?
Oh, yeah. Now we give hot sauce, and the kids love hot sauce. But I catch the little ones over there with the packs.
Just eating it?
Yeah, I'm like, what is
That's a lot.
Or they're keeping it in the pack. I'm going to take this home to my dad for some hot sauce. I'm like, okay.
For Christmas or whatever? That's crazy.
Hey, you know, they ain't got no sauce.
But so you pack those, you send them out on the field trip. When? Do you pack those the night before? You pack them in the morning of the field trip?
I get everything ready except for the sandwich. And then in the morning, I just throw the milk in a cooler, how many you ever's going, and then put the sandwich in there, and it thaws through the day so they could eat it by lunchtime. Because you don't want to leave those out too long, because one thing is nasty is like the next day.
Yeah.
You know, it gets like hard, or
the
the
bread
jelly
will get
starts to
hard.
go seeping through. So that very first day when it first just thaws, it's the best.
So you guys will put you mean for the Lunchable, you mean for the crust?
I use those for the bag lunches.
For the bag lunches, right, the PB&Js. And do they get a meat option in there or no meat option in
They
there?
used to, but I haven't had one in a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's some of the best things about the job?
Time goes really fast because I'm always busy. I don't feel like it's a job, even though I'm getting paid, because I'm having fun. I try to make my work fun.
Yeah.
And I make the ladies dance. I'll tell them, oh, okay, we're getting too serious. Stop. We put some music on, start to get the groove for a minute. We all start laughing, doing dishes, just joking. I told them I want this to feel comfortable. I want us not to feel like, you know, just because we're working doesn't mean you can't have fun, you know? So in my kitchen, it's about having fun. Do your job and let's have fun, you know, while we're doing it. And then I like to act crazy around, you know, the principal or anybody, because they all know me and they're like, there's Melissa, you know?
Yeah.
So I do some crazy stuff. Like I don't know how to swim, and I went on and she took me on a trip with her, and her son was like, I said, I always wanted to jump in the deep water, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Here he goes. He gives me his mama's life jacket. I put that sucker on last summer, and I was diving off the diving board with the little kids. I was so excited.
First time ever.
Yeah. I was like, yeah. And all the kids was there waiting. The older people were kind of like, I don't really know what she's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make a wish.
I was like, right?
Wow.
So-
And you just got right out in there in the water?
Yep. Just got right in, dove right off the diving board in it. But once I know that, you know, I was
Yeah, you're safe.
Yeah.
Had you ever tried swimming before?
I've tried. I'm not that great at it. So
Yeah, it sounds like you're not good at it, but had you ever
Yeah.
tried before? Because, I was bad at swimming for a while.
I could back float, but I'm
What is
just,
back floating? I've never even heard
Oh,
of
you'd
that.
be like, that's how I'm going to do it to save my life.
I think that's called waiting for rescue, I think.
Well, I could wait for rescue for a while, but I can't do this too long. And I don't know how you guys are staying in there, just standing there. I don't get it.
Well, that's magic. If I see
I
somebody
know.
doing
I just
that,
don't get it.
I'll call the cops, dude.
Right? It's some things are just beyond me.
A long time ago, they used to think that gay people would sink in the water and straight people would float, like back in the witchcraft days. Isn't that
All
crazy?
right, yeah.
Bring that up. Look at that, sinking gays or whatever. Sinking.
Sinking.
It could have. Or sinking gays and witchcraft. If you put that in there too. There was a lot of that.
Yeah?
Man. Yeah. People.
Wow.
Well, they had a thing. If you sank or float, it would determine something.
Oh.
You know, and they would then sometimes.
Well, shit, I sink. So what's that mean? What are you trying to say?
I'm not saying anything, man.
Maybe I took a wrong turn in life.
Who knows,
I
Melissa?
know, right?
So what's the social life like when you're outside of work? What do you like to do for fun personally? What keeps you busy, you know? Obviously, you really find a lot of joy in your work, and that's awesome, you know?
Yeah.
And it's important to notice that.
Well, they noticed I was Employee of the Year at school too.
Oh, yeah?
In 2009.
No.
Yeah.
Now,
and the mayor's brother gave me an award. I was like,
His
oh,
brother?
jumpy.
What's his brother doing?
I don't know. He was there. Yes.
Dude, hey.
Anyway, but they gave me a party and a gift card and all this. I was like, oh, Richie. Give me $100 to a steakhouse. I was like, yeah, I'm going to get the biggest freaking steak, you know?
Yeah.
And I felt cool. but I was a little excited, you know.
How did you know you won? Was there finalists or what happened?
No,
that year?
yeah, it was employee of the month, like all of us, like the 12, and then they said we're gonna pick one. So I was waiting. I was like this, waiting to eat. You know, I was looking at the food, like, man, that looks good.
Oh, you were all at the
hurry
banquet?
up, yeah.
Oh.
So I was thinking, hurry up.
And did
I
you
wanna
dress up
eat.
for it?
Yeah, I dressed up a little bit, but I looked a little crazy. Well, I always change, you know. And I did the smile, and it's like you can see my whole tonsils in my mouth because I smile too big because I laugh a lot.
Yeah.
And they put that picture big downtown. So now you walk in and you see me, and everybody's like, "Is that Melissa?" And I'm like, "Yes, that's me." So that's the picture they picked. I guess you can see everything count my hands. I'm like, "Yeah, there's me."
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, but it was cool. It was really cool though. Just for being funny and trying to, you know, because everybody's so serious sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
And then the big boss come out, and everybody's so scared, and and we're all there to do the same thing, you know.
Yeah.
I just make them laugh and tell them, let's just be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of fond memories of going into the lunchroom, and sometimes you would get the silverware and you would get a fork that was all banged up. You're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
What happened?
I don't know, but I've seen some, and they look like all of them are mushed to the paper towel thing or something.
Or you'll see just the fingers of the
Right,
fork will
right.
be like, you know, one of them
Yeah.
will be way out like that. And you're just like, what?
Right.
What happened?
Like, sorry, you can't have another fork. You're going to have to eat with your finger today, bro. We're on a crisis. Budget cuts.
You're like, what happened?
That's what I'm saying.
What would you change about school lunches, you know?
One of the biggest things I think I would change, because like I said, they're getting better, but everybody eats the same portions. I would give the bigger kids more portions.
Okay.
I think, like, instead of that one chicken leg that everybody's getting, besides, you know, the other stuff that they could get on the side, I'd give them 2.
Yeah.
I just think that the bigger kids are big. I mean, we got some big boys. I mean, big girls, you know,
Yeah.
and they're got to be hungry. That's just not enough, I don't think, you know. But I mean, we do have the salad bar. They can fill up with that, but you know, they want the meat.
They want the real deal.
Yeah, you
They want a
know, so
McNugget.
that's what I'm saying. They want more of those. So when I hook them up, they'll be like, Miss Melissa, I give them a couple more nuggets. They're like, oh, you're my girl, you know? And
Yeah.
I'm like, I know, I got you.
That feels good.
It does feel good. It feels
Oh,
good when I see kids I go places like to a wedding or something, and I see all these kids are at the wedding because I had family friends.
Oh, yeah.
I've had all the nieces and nephews. I've had everybody go through school. So they'll be like, I remember when you gave me that other, oh, she was cool. I'm like, yeah, that's right.
It feels good to just McNugget up a child. I think.
Right. Oh, it does. You want some more fries, boy? Here you go.
Fucking put a McNugget into
They'll
a
be
child.
talking about me. They'll be like, man, look at me up with this plate.
I got some nephew children. I'll damn McNugget
That's
them
right.
bastards up.
Oh, yeah.
God, it feels good.
It
Makes you
does.
rest easier.
Well, it does. It really does. I know that that's why I said some of the kids, you know, they're hungry.
Yeah.
Or they'll tell me that they haven't ate, you know.
And do y'all play any music in there?
Spanish music, yeah. A lot of we in our kitchen we play some because, like I said, all my ladies are Spanish.
A lot of
And-
Latino coworkers, huh?
Oh yeah, but they're-
Employees.
yeah,
Employees.
amazing what they could do with a broom.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, did they scrub that place with a broom?
Really?
But- oh yeah, they're wonderful cleaners. But
Very true. I have a lot of friends, and my grandmother was a house cleaner, and my mom was too.
oh, okay.
And then a lot of my friends' parents growing up were in house cleaning and stuff. And some of my Latino friends, their parents still clean houses.
I tried it for a minute.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, so you tried a
I went
different
to some-
business.
Oh yeah, in the summertime, if I didn't work down at school, I did other jobs.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Like, so what are some of the summer jobs? Nobody ever thinks about that. What do freaking
Oh,
lunch ladies do during the
yeah, in
summer?
Oh, well,
Oh my God.
the year before, because I got surgery last summer, so I was down with my stupid carpal tunnel. My trigger finger stuck like this.
And why'd you have to get surgery? Be honest, just too much scooping?
Oh yeah, and they said repetitious movements. So now my back, you know, things because you do them so long, sometimes it'll be burned like
Yeah.
yeah.
How much scoops can one wrist do overall?
Man, I don't know. I just keep them rolling.
Really?
Like I said, some people are like, man, look at her. But I'll be sweating. But I'm getting older now, though. So I'm going to have slow down. That's what I
Yeah.
mean. I'm like,
You might have
but
tore
don't ask
that-
me to do nothing with my hands when I get home because
Yeah. Hey, look. hey,
my wrists hurt.
hey, look. No wonder your guy went to prison. You got to do what you got to do.
Well, that's what I'm
Melissa.
saying. I know. I'm sorry. I just got that.
I've served all I'm serving, honey. That's it. No more seconds. No more firsts.
Right? But no, I just try to go fast because I've watched people and they'll be like,
Yeah,
we
you
got
can't do
600
that.
kids. I'm like, dude, you got to move, right?
Yeah.
Keep rolling. But people's just not fast. You know?
What is a kid that comes in that's kind of heartbroken? You ever notice a kid that's having a tough time?
yeah.
Have you ever had
I run right
moment?
over.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
And what is some of that? Are you ever able to, like, over time, do you able to pinpoint some of the commonalities of what some of those moments are
A
like?
lot of it
or-
is like another kid don't like them.
Yeah.
They're getting picked on, or they want to be friends with this child and they don't want to be friends with them.
Oh, isn't that so big to kids?
It's very, yeah. And I'm like, looking, but then to them, it's so big.
Yeah.
So I always tell them, if they don't want it, it's okay. Don't worry about it. They'll be liking you tomorrow. You know what I mean? This and that. Just try to make them feel better, and they get over it. And then you see them talking to they'll be best friends
Yeah,
tomorrow.
they just need help getting through that
They just
moment.
need to get through, and it is. And yeah. So whenever we do see one down, I immediately want to go over to that one and see why.
Yeah.
Especially since we got a lot of kids that are smiley like me and bubbly when I see them. So if they're not bubbly, just like they do the same thing to me. If I come to work and I'm not feeling it that day, like there's just something wrong, they can feel it.
Oh, they'll lift you up.
Oh, they come in and they're like, Miss Melissa, you're all right? Because they know that I'm not laughing. They don't hear that big loud laugh everywhere. Then there's something wrong with Melissa that day.
That's true.
Yeah,
huh?
I didn't hear her laugh too much. So
Yeah, that's interesting. We're the keys to each other's locks. That's what my buddy always says. He always says
yeah,
that.
they do. They can pick up on it.
What are some of the other summer jobs you've had? God, I can't believe I never knew that. That those beautiful women were wandering off into our town and doing other employment.
I was a secretary, which sitting down isn't my strong
Not your thing,
for-
huh?
No, I was like, man, let me clean this place. I don't want to be a secretary anymore. I'll clean your place. Okay, girl, you got to get up. Yeah, I can't just sit. It's crazy. That's too much for me. I've worked at Dave's grocery store, cashier, and I like that.
I was a cashier for a bit.
I liked it. All these people coming through and stuff. I'm like, what's up? Yeah.
It is pretty fun. Cashier was fun. Stocking was fun. I didn't love getting the carts a lot of
I
times.
didn't like to get the carts and putting the stuff back.
And sometimes they
tape
were
bags.
wet. And you'd be like, well, it hadn't even been raining. Why is this cart all wet?
Yeah, you wonder what you're touching.
Yeah, just people are gross.
I'm
and
doing
people
take
would-
backs and I think they're peeling, they're opening. I'm like, oh.
It would be very
Yeah.
hectic. A lot of,
You
yeah.
never know what they're doing.
Oh yeah, it just felt insane. Like it was like a lot of eustachian fluid or something. I don't even know. But yeah, a lot of times it's very
Then
confusing.
I cleaned some houses, and that one was kind of fun. Unless their house was really dirty.
Yeah, some people.
And
have
they, these were some richy people. And I'm like, yeah. But one time this old lady made me a sandwich, let me go in her pool. That was really cool. Yeah. they
Why
were
was it your
nice.
birthday or something?
No. She just must have liked me because we started talking, And sometimes I'll just make a friend and I get invited to a party.
Yeah,
Heck yeah.
real easy.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I get around somebody else and their friend is like, hey, you want to come to? I'm like, yeah, all right. I could be sitting at home doing nothing, having nothing, then bam, I'm at a party eating shrimp and drinking a
yeah.
mimosa. I'm like, this is insane.
Yeah.
So you never know what's going to happen. Your day
Yeah.
could change.
Yeah, your day can change. That's a great point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fancy people love shrimp. I feel like.
Yeah, they do.
It's a
And they
big
like
thing.
me.
Yeah.
So I like it. Yeah.
So where's your son at now? Is he?
My son, he's a cable man in Massillon. And he told me to tell you because he's big fan. All them guys watch you.
Oh, praise man. Yeah, tell him what's up. What's his name?
Joe.
Joe. That's
Rocca.
what's up. Joe Ansel.
Joe Rocca.
Joe Rocca. Yeah. Wow. It sounds like he should be in prison. It's that name.
Yeah,
You know?
Joe Rocca, I know, right?
Yeah, and I don't mean that. Don't go
No,
to
no,
prison,
no.
Joe.
No.
We want you out
That's
here,
pretty
but
good.
hey, if you go away, bro,
I'll send you commissary,
Hey.
son.
free Joey.
I got your mother half,
feel me,
Joey.
yo?
That's a good one. Like free Willie.
Free Joey, dude.
Yeah, and then he's married. I got a great teacher, daughter-in-law.
Oh, she's a teacher?
Oh yeah,
No way.
Third grade
At your
teacher.
school?
After I've been around. Nope, she's in Massillon. I'm in Cleveland.
Wow.
Yeah, she's from the better part, and I'm from the ghetto. So we like share our stories. Yeah, we watch her little kids like it, and then you go to mine, and you got it. It's two very
Different universes.
different universes, and I've been to both of them, so it's really funny to see.
Oh, you have?
Oh yeah, I've went to places because I got grandkids.
Oh, so you've worked at other schools than your own?
No, I've subbed, but I've went to other schools with her.
Oh, I
and
see.
her
See
on
what
her
it's like.
side, yeah, to see what it was like.
So lunch ladies will sub at another school?
Back in the day, they did, but there was a point when I just stopped.
Yeah.
Because I have a home plate and I didn't have to do it no more. That was
Yeah.
for the other people. So they still send subs and stuff, around, but I quit subbing.
And do you get, at a certain point, do you get a pension? Do lunch ladies get a pension?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I get SERS. It's like a retirement plan.
Uh-huh.
So SERS. So
How long does that take to build up? I don't know anything about it.
well, like I've got 31, but my age, so like when I'm 57, I'll have 35 years and I can retire with the full benefits and cheaper insurance, all that. But my age is still there. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be 65, so
Right.
I couldn't get
Medicaid or whatever?
Medicaid and all
Yeah.
that. So there's a little, because I started too early. But hopefully I could, as long as I'm healthy and running, I want to keep running.
You can keep working?
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
don't want to sit at home. What am I going to do at home? Eat bombs and get fat? or
Yeah.
something? I mean,
Yeah,
I
just
wanna
be,
sit
yeah,
home.
you just sit, yeah,
there's nothing to do. And then my brain won't quit talking. It's like, I got to go.
Yeah.
It's much better to talk to people than myself all the time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Did you ever try to go into your own business at any point, or do you like working with a group?
No, I like the group. I've never really tried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just didn't know if that was something that different people think about or not, or sometimes do.
Well,
or
if I
don't
could have
think
thought of something, but I mean, I didn't know what else I would be good at. I mean, I'm sure I could have probably did something else, but
Yeah, I think.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm smart and I liked other jobs, but this is where I've been.
Yeah, sometimes it's.
I think it makes me more happy too to be around so many people.
That's what I was thinking. Because doing your own thing can definitely be the other side of the
Yeah.
tracks. You just really you can isolate a lot.
Right.
Any parents ever confront the lunch staff about anything? Does that ever happen?
Oh yeah, couple times through the years. I don't think a lot of principal stuff wouldn't let them, but I've had fathers or something ask me something,
like angry about a soup or angry about a porridge or something?
My kid said that he didn't like that and you did something, and it's like
Y'all serving bad lamb or
right,
something.
and I'm like, dude. But not too many with me. I mean, I even talk to a lot of the parents because I've seen the kids so long.
Yeah.
So I try to be friendly with all of them, explain if they ask me something, but I don't try to get into too much riffraff because, I live in the neighborhood.
Right. So you want to keep things
That's
PC.
right. You won't be
Wow.
seeing me up at the grocery store with some parents like, yeah, there she is.
Gosh, you're kind of like the Don
So-
Corleone.
Right.
In the area.
I
Yeah.
didn't even know.
I notice in nature a lot of animals will kind of like fatten up for winter or whatever. Does that happen with children too, do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I do. I think that they eat it and they get more in them for it. And the summertime, they're like wanting to run around so much out there. I see that they eat less.
Yeah.
And I see their lunch, the garbage is heavier
Oh, really?
in the summer than it is in the winter. I made a comment one time. I'm like, wow, I noticed that.
Huh.
Yeah, because they want to run outside, I think. And
So
they're
you
not
think in the
as
summer they're throwing more stuff away, whereas in
hungry.
the winter they're eating it?
because they want to. Yeah, I do because they're sitting there and there's nothing else to do. They're not
Yeah.
going outside, But when they're like raring to go and it's beautiful out, like you'd be like, oh, forget it. I don't want to finish this,
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, not me. I'm gonna eat it real fast and then go, but
That's a good point. Some kids
I
are like,
can
oh,
eat
it's
it.
too much fun out there.
Right,
Like,
that's what I
when you
mean.
can
So
feel
they're
your
not
body
eating
wanting
it.
to go play
Yeah.
like hide and go seek or something,
Oh,
but you have
yeah.
to eat. Oh, it's the worst for a kid.
right.
It's like, God, I don't want to be
Right.
eating
I
right now. I
wanna
could be
eat
having
right now.
fun.
Yeah, you know it.
What do the kids, do they interact when they're at the table together and stuff? Like, what do kids do? Or they just kind of eat their lunch? Like,
No, they talk, argue. Yeah, they interact with each other and stuff through the whole lunch period and stuff like that. I can't really. I'm like dumb for a minute.
I've been dumb for so long here. Take a minute.
All right.
Yeah. Do you ever
Yeah,
do you ever see like milk come out of a kid's nose? People always say that.
Yeah. Oh, I've saw that a couple times.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. And the other day, it was just funny. Just the other day, they're coming through the lunch line and they were playing outside too hard, and the little boy just throwing up right in my lunch.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I'm going to look up. And everybody's like, Melissa, I can't look. I'm like, well, come on, guys. Let's hurry up. Let's do this. Get them out of here.
Yeah.
And I'm telling the little ones, quit looking. They're like,
Oh, yeah.
but yeah, when stuff starts coming out of their nose because they're laughing or, yeah, they probably think of other things that they're going to do, you know. And you got to tell them, don't take that food because it's going to get warm and then you'll get sick.
Yeah. Yeah, kids, I think they're just so like energetic at the time. They'll vomit for no reason a lot of times.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like somebody just pats them on the back or on
Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying. I said, man.
Yeah.
Is that the same one still throwing up? He better quit playing. I would like him to eat first before he goes outside.
Yeah. And then let's put a diaper around his, around his mouth.
Right.
Are kids allowed to bring phones in school these days?
Yes.
No way.
Yeah. They're supposed to not use this and that, but
So some of them have phones out during the day?
I see kids with phones. Yeah.
No way. I cannot even imagine that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I never had a phone back then, so
Yeah.
Right.
It was such a better vibe, I feel like.
Yeah, me too. I think there's too much on the phones, yeah.
What would you change about like the lunches that we serve to kids? Anything, or do you feel pretty good about them?
Right now, I'm feeling a little bit better about them, like I said, this year, because he's bringing out more different things that I think the kids would like. We do a General Tso's and rice.
They'll do a General Tso's chicken?
Yeah, and
Oh my
it's good.
God.
I love it. I've been messing it up on General Tso's Day.
Yeah?
Yeah. There's certain days that I get excited, you know, because I'm like, oh, I'm going to eat that. No. So.
And we all save a little bit of the better side of things for yourselves?
I mean, I might have a little bit more sauce on mine. Hey, you know, I made it.
Hey, I think that's fair.
So, yeah, I think that I do really believe that this year I think is like one of the best with it's coming with lunches and stuff for the variety of different things that we have. So he's moving up. Like I said, I'm interested to see more of what he does. The new guy that's
The new food guy?
Yeah.
Because he's the orderer, he's the boss?
He's the boss of like changing all that. And I've worked for about 4 different ones so far.
Wow.
Each one brings something different to the table. But right now I'm liking what he's bringing. You know what I mean?
What was one of the craziest things you guys ever served over the years?
Let me try to think. The hot dog that used to be in the beans and it would turn colors. And I had parents and aunts and people old to this day still ask me about those green hot dogs with beans.
Really?
Yeah, but I liked it. But it would like turn some color because it was stuck in the beans.
Yeah. Well, that's nature.
I know. That's what I said. I would like, it's probably preservatives or something in it. I don't know.
Oh, some of that's just natural
But
preservatives.
yeah, I mean, we had this egg roll that was really, yeah, there's been a couple items that I would have been like, no. And I eat everything. Yeah. I'm like Mikey, and there's nothing I wouldn't eat. So
They had an egg roll too for a while?
yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, the kids didn't really care for that egg roll.
So bizarre.
Yeah.
I remember the bread they used to have. So the bread was always made in one big pan, right? It was like a whole pan full of rolls. And ours always had this dust on them. And people would be like, that's flour. And I'd be like, it doesn't seem like flour. It just seems like dust.
Oh, that's super. Yeah. So we were wrapping our rolls, and some of them will come like that, you know, with a whole bunch of. And I said to them, "What is that?" They're like, "Just flour." And that's a lot of flour on there, and the kids will see it, and I'm like, "They're not going to believe it's flour."
Yeah.
I said, "It looks gross. I don't want to serve that one to it. It's just flour."
We
yep,
didn't
exactly.
believe.
That's exactly. That's terrible.
Ours was kind of like, I'm trying to think of the ones. Oh, we had a couple of these different ones. That one,
Right.
Can you look up Dusty school lunch rolls? Yeah, maybe. Is that what he's looking up? Dusty school
Dusty
lunch rolls?
school lunch rolls.
Lunchroom. Yeah, maybe soft bread rolls.
But you know, I've had the kids tell me, "Let's look what's on this," and I'm like, "It's flour," because that's what they tell me to tell them. It's flour. I mean, it is flour.
It doesn't seem like flour. It seems like science dust or something.
Yeah, maybe yeasty dust. I don't know what.
Yeah, it could be some powder, something they use. Sometimes I thought it would be like a powdered butter or something they might be
Right, or
putting on,
something.
but I could never figure it out.
Yeah.
And they never got the rolls really that good, I didn't feel like.
Yeah, we get different rolls and bread. We order from different departments at different times. We had Swable's once. We had this, so the bread's not too bad, but you'll always find some that comes in, like you just said, with a whole pile of dust on. I'd be like, what's it? A hamburger bun. It's covered in.
Yeah, that's what it
I
was
would be
too.
like, look, all
was-
this white.
It was the hamburger buns a lot
I
of
think
times.
when they
would-
make them, they must just throw that flour at them after they pack them.
It was
But it does
crazy.
look funny because people don't want to eat that because,
Yeah.
And kids do make those comments. They notice anything on the food, anything. If it looks just a little strange or something, they're going to make a comment on
Yeah.
it, So, but I hate to be like one of those, it's just flour. Because everybody says
People are like, it's not.
I know, but I'm like, I
Oh,
don't
but is
know. Is it?
Do you guys ever serve sloppy joes ever?
We did. We haven't this year or whatever, but there was years we did. Some of the kids liked it. We had a teacher there years ago, and he did a little skit with me on the sloppy joes.
Oh yeah,
How they
about
did
Adam
that.
Sandler.
Yeah, and I wore the white when I first started. They gave me that white dress and all that, and you had to look. Yeah,
Oh, you had to dress a certain way.
but thank goodness that didn't last long for me.
Pull up that outfit.
We
brother.
switched. Yeah, go on with that lunch lady white dress. And I'm young now, mind you, and I'm like, what do I look like with these loafer shoes on?
Oh, you had to wear the
my
white
hairnet?
shoes.
Yes.
I remember those.
And I
they were like
sort of
K
laughed.
Swisses or something, sneakers.
Exactly. Right right there.
It's
That's
nice.
what they gave me. One of those white.
Wow.
And so we did a little skit or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's around there somewhere on YouTube, somewhere. Who knows where it's at. But I put a mole on and all that. And we did a
and
little
be the
thing with
lunch
that.
lady, do sloppy joes.
Yeah. So it was fun.
But they never serve them anymore, huh?
No, they haven't served sloppy joes for a long time, and the kids seemed to like it. It's
Yeah,
time
and it was the
that
only
they
place
had
you
it.
could get it at was school. I
That's
feel
what
like.
I'm saying.
And it was such a bizarre thing. You were like, I don't even know what it is. It's like
It's magic meat, what really is it?
it's like it's not a hamburger. It's just a.
Are you sure? Is that a sauce? We name them different things,
Yeah.
but we just change a little.
Well, you could always kind of tell. Is there stuff that if there's leftovers from the first day, then you'll use it in different recipes throughout the week? Yeah, huh? Because you don't want to waste stuff.
All hot food's got to be thrown.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is why you if you're the manager, you have to know not to overcook too much because they don't want to throw in
Spaghetti.
there, right? But they like pasta and meatballs.
Yeah.
Oh, those meatballs, boy.
They're hard to deal with?
Yeah, for my hands. They seem to want to just throw. Then I start singing to the kids and I drop my poor meatball and be rolling.
Oh, from that song, remember?
Yeah.
What was it? That was a book, wasn't
There
it?
was
I
a
dropped my
song
poor
for
meatball.
When
What
somebody
was that?
sneezed,
Yeah.
it rolled off the table and onto the floor. Then my more meatball was out the door.
I remember that.
We like to tease them and joke.
On top
when
of
we have to say
spaghetti, that was
there
it.
it is.
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
This coconut cake.
And they love the
I
mac
think
and
it was-
cheese.
Never mind. They love the mac and cheese.
Yeah. They love the mac and cheese.
Yeah. God, who doesn't though?
Right. I was just going to say who don't like cheese, Anything you got to put cheese on is good.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's really the thing that everybody loves. How big is y'all school these days?
well,
I know you're at this side school
I'm
now.
I'm at the side school, but we're doing 600. But when we go back to this new one that they're building down the road from me, it's going to be huge. And then they're going to take and knock down the school down the road and put two schools to one. So I should have over 1,000 by then.
Wow.
But hopefully I get more help,
Yeah, huh?
The short staffed ain't what you want to hear all the time.
That's true. And you've already had carpal
Right?
tunnel. You've already,
That's what I said. I'll just keep going.
yeah.
I'll figure
You're
it
like
out.
the Aaron Rodgers of the lunch lady
Right?
industry.
Yeah, I know, right? That's good. I like it.
You really are.
Right.
But we need you back out there. What happened during the time off with the surgery?
Well, I did the summer. I didn't take off because I don't like to really miss work. So I didn't take off. I just went and had the surgery right after we got out of school. But then it wasn't really healing as good. I think I messed it up a little bit as I went back earlier,
Did you?
Yeah, but it's all right, It's hard not to use your hands. I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard. I mean, if you put a hand on it, it's too hard. So this one, I just got a shot. and
Roosters do it,
keeps
or
going.
like chickens kind of do it.
Right? Yeah, if I could be
But
like
they're
a chicken.
dumb. I, mean, I don't want to say they're dumb. I don't know a lot of them, but
some of them are.
Yeah.
I mean,
a lot of them are
what are they just
D-U-M-B.
doing?
I don't want them to hear me say it. But
I know, right?
don't.
One might chase after you. We see chickens all the time.
Yeah.
And I watch them cross the street and then come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, people got chickens everywhere.
Really by you?
Yeah.
Huh. Wonder why.
I don't know. For the eggs, I think.
Yeah.
Probably sell the eggs. Maybe they're going to get a golden egg.
Yeah, my sister has some chickens in her home, I think. Or she did anyway. Some of them might have gotten out. What else? Anything in the news? Let me think. It was something I was going to ask you about.
I'm still looking for floating gay witches.
Yeah, will you look at gay? Yeah. What else?
Floating gay
You know what?
witches.
Yes. Did you anything on that sinking gay witchcraft?
I found not the gay part, but the witch part you're spot on about.
He said not the gay part.
Bring
the
it
witch
up.
part.
The ordeal usually involved the tying of a suspect's wrist to their ankles and then throwing the individual into a body of water with ropes attached.
Wow.
Contrary to popular belief, if the suspect sank, they were presumed innocent and hauled up. It was not common for them to perish unless they did so accidentally. Should they float, however, this was taken as confirmation of their alliance with the devil. So you had to sink. So if you didn't know how to sink, the premise of this ordeal was that it provoked direct intervention from God in determining the guilt or innocence of the accused, and the result was therefore seen as a revelation of God's judgment.
Man, you better put something in your, make sure you're sinking.
You better eat a heavy lunch.
You know, something. Well, I don't know how to swim, so I'm sinking.
You better eat a heavy lunch.
Right?
Anything else we need to know about the trade, about the lunch trade, about the industry? Anything? You said there was men infiltrating the business. Is that
there's a couple of men, that's working in the kitchens now.
and is that new? Is that
Oh, I think they've been there for a minute. I've only worked with like one.
and are these bisexual men or is it all types of men? You think?
All types.
Yep.
Yeah, all types.
Everybody loves lunch, baby.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, I love
They
it.
do.
I love it. I don't care if I loved men or women. I would still make lunch for myself and others.
Well, yeah, me too. I don't care who it is.
Yeah. Same here.
You gotta eat.
Everybody's got to eat.
That's what I tell them. You gotta eat. You know, that's important.
That's how I feel.
I don't care what you look.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of anything else we want to learn about the industry. We've learned that the kids come in. We've learned that sometimes you have to step over and give them a hug if they're having a tough time.
yeah.
We learned sometimes they bring cats and snakes through just because that's what's going on. The food plan. What about, I know, didn't they have, Michelle Obama had a program a few years back.
Yeah, we got quite a few things dropped off and stuff, and she gave a lot of stuff out to parents.
It was called Get Right. What was that program called?
It was
The Healthy Hunger Free Kids Act
Yeah.
changed nutrition standards for the National School Lunch Program by requiring that schools serve more fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and fat-free and or low-fat milk more frequently and less starchy vegetables or foods high in sodium and trans fat. Did that take effect? Did you actually see that happen in the school system? Because a lot of things that politicians and
yes, they really did that, and they came out and gave boxes of the whole entire meals to parents and stuff, and told them how to do it with the spices, everything.
oh wow,
And also they give them a bag of fruit each week to take home. They have a lot of free fruit and vegetable program, and then once a month we have a free produce and everything outside. So parents, everybody comes and gets it.
oh wow. So there's a lot of stuff from y'all's
There's
school
a-
that's available for the community.
A lot
that you guys
yes.
don't use at school.
Yeah, it's
Nothing to do with you.
Right, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, like I said, there's always trucks dropping off that they put stuff in the kids' book bags for them to take home for have a meal for the weekend. So yeah.
Your mom ever come over to the school and get a meal from you?
Well, I had a stepmom.
Oh, you
She's
did?
passed,
Oh, she
and-
passed away?
Yeah, but
Oh, sorry.
I didn't like her food anyway. Huh?
You didn't?
No, or her much, but it's cool. We'll talk about that.
Hey, look, it's tough. Stepmoms are hard to.
I
it's
have my
tough.
real mom, but she's never came to school. To
She
eat,
hasn't?
so, no.
Oh, she should come get a meal. She's still alive?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? And where does she live in Illinois?
No, round corner from me.
Oh, she does? Yeah. You guys just aren't super close?
We see each other.
She
Yeah,
just
we're
doesn't come to the
close.
school.
Yeah.
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 I'm trying to think. Don't they have Parents' Day or something at the school where parents come?
Parents, yeah, they come in, they see and stuff, but my principal and stuff feeds them. They don't eat like our school's food. She'll have other food brought in for them and they'll eat.
Can a kid have a older brother or a family member come and have lunch with them at school one day or no?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Sure.
So that happens a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fun.
We got a lot of, and you got a lot of siblings. You'll have like 5 related, in the
school system.
In the school, yeah.
Yeah.
So there's nothing for that.
Do you guys ever do like pep rallies and stuff like that ever? What's that energy
Yeah,
like?
they'll just start, because they could have high energy, because we get rowdy. And then when I hear them, I get rowdy. So then I go running through the thing, and make them clap. And then the teacher like, there she's Melissa again, So most of them kind of know that I'm going to do it.
Oh, yeah.
Or like when they have dances, they're like, here she comes, watch. Because you get antsy, I'm like, I'm hearing it.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to just stand there and work when I got to go over there,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Do you still feel like you're in school a little bit? Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm like 50. I still feel like I've never got out of school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It is kind of, yeah. It's like, and then it's funny because I talk to people and I'm like, yeah, I got to go to school. But really, I'm going to work. But
Yeah.
they probably are thinking, man, she's the longest in school.
Yeah.
I never seen somebody in school so long. Because I never say work. I just say I'm going to school.
You're like, God, you think that she'd graduate,
They're probably thinking, dang, she's still in school.
Do you think some kids probably mostly eat at school and don't eat at home in your area?
Yes.
Really?
A lot of them.
Oh.
Yeah, we have children you wouldn't know that are homeless and from everywhere, and they go to school.
No way.
Oh, yeah.
Is there homeless in your area?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
A lot.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, huh?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's got different over the neighborhood too,
Yeah.
and lower, yeah.
Yeah, I think you're seeing a lot of homeless. With homelessness on the rise, the Supreme Court weighs ban on sleeping outdoors.
Oh, yeah.
What is that going to do? I love how they rephrase it to being sleeping outdoors. Pull this up a little bit more. The Supreme Court wrestled with major questions about the growing issue of homelessness on Monday as it considered whether cities can punish people for sleeping outside when shelter space is lacking. It's the most significant case before the High Court in decades on the issue and comes as record numbers of people are without a permanent place to live in the United States. What? So the case started in the rural Oregon town of Grants Pass, which began fining people $295
Now they can't even pay for it. They're homeless. They don't even have nowhere to go.
for sleeping outside as the cost of housing
that's
escalated and tents sprung up in the city's public parks. That's unbelievable. Because, yeah, you're like, where are people supposed to go?
Well, they got a lot of they make a lot of spots over there like Tent City and stuff.
Yeah.
So there's places that you see a lot of homeless.
But I wonder if they would also have to, is that considered sleeping outside?
I don't know. And I couldn't see how you going to give them.
If you have a
fine,
tent,
you don't
I
even
feel like
have
you're, because if people don't have a place to go and they make a tent,
Right.
then they're trying, they're
Trying to make a home.
Yeah.
I mean, right?
100%.
Somebody's making a house, right?
well, yeah, and some rent is so expensive. Like, what do you expect someone to do?
Oh, yeah.
Especially if people get caught up on, people get caught up in drugs pretty easily.
Well, there's a lot of that going now, yeah.
Well, especially when we advertise drugs on television in this country like it's a new toy.
Right,
every single one. So you can't be shocked when people end up on drugs.
Right.
And then now they're stuck outside. And yeah, we don't have a place for them. Gosh, that's unbelievable. Yeah, imagine getting a ticket.
Yeah, I'd be laughing at him. Like, what do you want me to do with this? I'll use it for wipe, because I don't even have a home. I don't even have a job. Where are you going to get $295 for me?
I'd be like, hey, give me a whole roll of
Right?
tickets.
Could you give me some more tickets? Right?
Hey, give me the soft ones too.
What are they going to do? Put me in jail for a minute, then I have a home and I can go to the bathroom and get a meal. I mean, if that's going to be.
Gosh.
Right?
Yeah.
How rude.
Unbelievable. Or they'll probably they'll make schools start feeding the people maybe. Did you ever try like a homeless feeding program at your school?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. And as a matter of fact, in 2020, when all of them was at home, I was out there with N95 mask. And my custodian made me this drive through the door because it was close enough.
Your custodian made it for you?
Yeah, it was really cool when I come in. Yeah. And so I could it was like, shh, shh. But anybody come at the door and we would give them food. So I gave a lot of food away around those couple months. Yeah.
Students and homeless people?
Students, homeless people.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anybody
and everybody.
Dang.
Yeah. You saw some crazy stuff.
Did you?
Oh, I mean, But hey, at least it was free food. There wasn't, you wasn't hungry because there was lots of places to get free food from.
Yeah, people got to eat,
Yeah.
you know? I feel like if I put my glasses on, we look a little bit the same. You're a lot cuter, though. A little bit. I'm half Polish. Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Hold up. Yeah.
Hold up. Hold up. Hold up.
Hold up.
We them boys.
I know, right?
What are some things you've overheard kids say that have been funny? Anything funny that comes out of your head over the years that are anything interesting or like, because you're right there on the eavesdropping. You're like,
I know. It's just like, it's so hard to think of things at the time. I mean, I eavesdrop all the time. Don't get me wrong.
amen.
Because I hear stuff I'm not supposed to hear. I just try not to even,
Yeah.
I'm thinking they did what? And they're only what? So.
Oh, kids making out or whatever.
Different things that they
Being
talk
too
through
fast,
the
yeah.
line. And I'm like,
A lot of these
oh
kids
man, I don't even
fast.
want to hear all that now.
They fast.
So I try to act like I'm not listening.
Mm-hmm.
But like some will talk sometimes like long time ago, maybe about their parents, or you get a little bit more scoop than you should know.
Things going on.
And things going on that, yeah, you probably shouldn't know.
Yeah. People smoking this or that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, their clothes smell like when they come in, so you kind of knew their
Hey.
mom and dad did.
Anything on those sunken gays, man? Bring it. Or just,
It's like,
you got an image on it at least?
Absolutely nothing.
Just show me the first image that comes up if you do it sunken gays or witchcraft. There we go.
There we go. Oh my gosh.
Hey, look.
Oh boy.
And just go to Google too and let me see what they have for it if you put it in there. Okay, sinking gay men and put / witchcraft. I'm serious, man. This was a big thing when I was growing up. And go to images, see what we get. Right there.
What? Oh.
Bring that picture up. Hold on. Oh, so we get a picture of the Navy. Yeah, see, this is, well, I don't think that's what.
Right? Well,
I don't think that's what we're talking about. Melissa,
but-
Ansel, I want to thank you
Yeah.
so much for your service.
Oh,
Literally.
thank you so much.
For being a smile that people can see when they cross through the middle of their day. You know, you're kind of like the meridian in the ocean, you know, where like the time zone kind of changes when you cross it. And I think that that's special. I know that that's important for a lot of kids. Just to have somebody in the middle of the day to offer them a big smile, you know, that goes a long way, I think, just in the universe.
Thank you so much.
And yeah, thank you for coming and spending time with us and helping us
Thank you for
reminisce a
having me.
little bit
Thank you.
about what it was like to go to lunch and have a lovely lady stand there and help us out, help us
Thank
get
you
through
so
it.
much. Thank you.
Yeah. And thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Now I'm just floating on the breeze, and I feel I'm falling like these leaves. I must be cornerstone. Oh, but when I reach that ground, I'll share this peace of mind I found. I can feel it in my bones.